Many of my favorite games are the cutesy mascot platformers. Sad to say, Klonoa is a gaming franchise I haven't played yet. But I could say without a shadow of a doubt that Klonoa is a beloved gaming franchise despite it not having any new games for a little over 10 years. The fandom is still booming with passion, researching and documenting the history of the Klonoa series. Today, we'll be doing just that through its merchandise, along with a few snippets that you may find interesting. This was requested by Snowflake and countless others, to say the least. But I kinda already did some research a while ago for this, much like the Conquer merch video. Anyway, let's go for Klonoa merchandise. Klonoa's first outing was on the Sony PlayStation in 1997 with Klonoa Door to Phantom Isle. At the Tokyo Game Show of that year, Klonoa made an appearance there as a mascot costume. I wonder if that costume still exists. To help players in Japan and even Germany, several guidebooks were made. One is for German players while the others are for Japanese players. This one is published by Shogakukan, and the other is published by Aspect or Famitsu. Why America never got one is beyond me. Anyway, in Japan, a CD soundtrack was released with all the tracks from the game. And there's a lot. In both Japan and America, posters, of course, were displayed wherever games were sold. The US one just has a render of Klonoa with the logo. Nothing really bold. Japan, on the other hand, with this poster is much more eye-catching and cute. But the same can't be said for the next one. It just has the same render from the US poster, only with some Japanese text and HuPal. Well, it's not a poster, it's more of a display. But in the US, we had this guy to help promote the game. Quite possibly the only thing weirder than your sister. Oh boy, if that were used today, it would be called sexist! Moving on, in Namco's Hall of Fame range of arcade prizes, you can win this cute keychain of Klonoa. It's probably the best keychain of him in my opinion. And speaking of prizes, this acrylic sweater could be won in, believe it or not, UFO prize machines in Japan. Some shirts are won in prize machines. Heck, all kinds of cool stuff could be won from them. If there's anything that Japan is known for, is its phone cards. Klonoa got that treatment for the first time. It's generic at best, but it gets the job done. In fact, this could be obtained at the Tokyo Game Show in spring 1998. Not sure if these are freebies, but these are promo stickers made for the first game. I can imagine if these were sold, they'd be cheap. Wherever you live, trading cards are sold, I'm sure, and Namco had a set of trading cards that featured Klonoa distributed by Epoch in 1998. Wonderfest! Keep that in mind as we go on. At these events, you could purchase these things called garage kits or reason kits. What are they exactly? Well, think of it as a model kit set, but more difficult because you have to paint it as well. This one is of Klonoa and HuPal. Now I can imagine First 4 Figures making an even better statue out of this design. Wink wink! Wink! Klonoa's next game is not its sequel, but a Japanese exclusive game for the Wonder Swan. Never heard of it? Neither have I! There was a bundle you could get that had the console and the game. When Klonoa 2 Lunate's Veil released, it got the merchandise treatment for sure. As a pre-order bonus in Japan, you got this keychain, while in the UK you got a t-shirt. I'm not sure if America got that shirt too. That part's unknown. Like its predecessor, Klonoa 2 got a CD soundtrack and, spoiler alert, it's the final CD soundtrack to release for Klonoa. Sad face. In a Japanese calendar themed around PlayStation games, Klonoa 2 specifically was featured in the month of March of the year 2001. As you probably gathered, Klonoa was huge in Japan. Just like themed phone cards, Klonoa got a few more for a second release, with a wide variety of art on them. These two I love specifically as they connect and make a cool picture. The game's all here! The guidebooks for Klonoa 2 come from Japan, and finally America! Bratty Games stepped up and published a guide for the game to help us dumb Americans. Japan got 2 published, one by, once again, Shogakukan and Famitsu. Both covers look great in their own right. There were quite a few posters and displays for Klonoa 2 in Japan. This poster has Klonoa and Pobka hanging out by the waterfall. Cute! Why does Japan get the cute stuff and we get that? Why? Answer that to me! This poster here is double-sided. One of Klonoa looking like he's posing for Sonic Riders, and the other is of him and Pobka in a spring setting. Does anyone remember those dangling displays? I sure do, and Klonoa 2 got some. Retailers got instructions on how to display them, and had to cut them out by hand. This one in particular is unique among them all, as Klonoa is shaped almost like a ceiling fan. Actually, this isn't really a display, it's actually a boomerang. America got a display too, but it's just a box art with text saying, "A hero's work is never done. Ain't that the truth?" The last item for Klonoa 2 is this postcard? I think it came with the game, I'm not sure. Now it's all up to Klonoa to save the day. Klonoa will embark on a daring adventure that will have you floating your way through various visions. I remember when games had these little postcard messages, but now everything's digital, so we don't get stuff like that anymore. For the most part. How many of you used calendar stickers? I know I did, but never these. In Japan, they got stickers to mark certain days featuring the cast of Klonoa. Thankfully, the set was never used, so we could get a look at everything. Klonoa never really got a true third game, but he did get a game for the Game Boy Advance, Klonoa Empire of Dreams. The game wasn't that big, but it got these highly sought after figures of Klonoa, Pobka, and Lolo. The first Klonoa is of him with the ring, but the second one is more special, believe it or not. Why? There's only 10 in existence! That's right, only 10! It was advertised in a Famitsu magazine, so I guess you had to enter the contest, where only 10 lucky winners would get a very rare action figure of Klonoa. Take that with a grain of salt though. What of the others? You either won them or got them through gachapon machines. The next item is this ad in America saying, "Other games don't measure up." Wonder if that's true. In Japan, 2 guidebooks made by the previous publishers, Shogakukan and Famitsu. In a Koro magazine, you can get the sticker by cutting out. Thankfully, it hasn't been used, along with these other stickers. You could purchase these online when they were sold during the time of the game's release. Aside from those stickers, you could get these drawstring bags and a moose stress ball. So whenever you feel stressed, just squeeze the life out of them. These items were advertised in a Namco book where you could browse all kinds of exclusive goodies. Advertised in one of the Empire of Dreams guidebooks, you could enter to win some of these prizes, like a parachute? It's a curious little item that you can hang on the ceiling, I think. Little is known about it. This next one is an easy one, a t-shirt featuring the standard Klonoa Empire of Dreams artwork. The last one is what appears to be a cloth or bandana. It's hard to tell in the photo. At an event, the iconic flag from the game was displayed, and Hidezawa Yoshizawa currently owns it. Understandable, as he did help the game's development. No duh. As a late PS1 game, Konami released Klonoa Beach Volleyball in Japan and Europe. This game came out in 2002 when the PS2 was hot. In Europe, there was this poster of the box art being displayed at local video game stores. Sadly, Klonoa isn't that big in the UK. In Japan, however, in this event they had this booth dedicated to the game. There they had this cute mascot Klonoa to greet you. I always love it when the person in a mascot costume acts like the character or is very friendly. In the booth, you would get these coloring pages featuring Klonoa, Pobka, and Lolo. This is the only known photo of their existence, sad to say. Inside the June 2002 Koro magazine, you could get these stickers of Klonoa in the game. It seems these came around the time of the Beyblade manga. Cool! Despite this game only being a small title, it got quite the display setup. Employees of game stores in Japan would get these to set up in the store they're working for. Sadly, there are no photos of how this display would look like in the said stores. But for the final touch is this poster detailing when the game will be released and what to expect. I can't translate the poster, unfortunately. I'll leave that to you guys. But wait! There's more! At the cash register after purchasing the game, you got these stickers. When you remove them all, you get a calendar as seen here. Sadly, there isn't an unused set photographed. For the Game Boy Advance in 2002, Japan got Klonoa Dream Champ Tournament. It wasn't until 2005 that America would get it on the store shelves. Jeez, that's a 3-year difference! And we never got any sort of merchandise. At least, not in America. In Japan, however, they held a contest. 20 lucky winners would get a Nintendo GameCube. 1,000 lucky winners would win a Game Boy screen cover featuring Klonoa. 10,000 lucky winners would receive a clear file. Thankfully, photos of it exist. It has Klonoa with some English text that is sadly cut off a bit. And on the other side, we have some moves. Unlike the previous game, Dream Champ Tournament has guidebooks published by, again, Famitsu and Shogakukan, each with their own tips, tricks, and artwork. As a freebie for pre-ordering the game, you got a fan that says, "Come on, let's say wahoo!" It appears to be small with the stickers next to it for scale. Not sure if those are official or fan-made. The next promo is this punching bag with Klonoa on one side and Mr. Driller on the other. It appears to be really small, like the size of a small trash can. What's with the promos being so tiny? The reason this is a Dream Champ Tournament promo is due to the art on the item in question. I could be wrong as info on this punching bag is scarce. The display for Dream Champ Tournament is sad. It's only this little hanging poster. Better than nothing, I guess. But this next poster puts that pop display tag to shame. This poster is either displayed on a window or on a wall near the games. If you want to be a hero, you must take top prize in Dream Champ Tournament. In one of the guidebooks, you can find this ad for various Klonoa merch up for sale, like this keychain of Klonoa's head on the front and the logo on the back. You could also get some t-shirts, a hat, a small drawstring bag, some handkerchiefs, and cards. It seems before the Wii version, you could get a hat. Spoilers! Klonoa Heroes Densetsu no Star Medal is a Japan-exclusive action RPG featuring a cast of Klonoa. There is an English patch for the game if you wish to play it, but I don't know how reliable the translation is. The only known items for this game are the guidebooks published by Shogaku and Famitsu. JK! There's more! At the end of one of the books, you can see some merch for sale, like the Mu t-shirt and Klonoa drawstring bag. 2002 was a big year for Klonoa, and it's about to get better in 2004 with the infamous Klonoa plush. These cuties were won in this here UFO capture machine. There's a beanie and large version of Klonoa, all rare and valuable. So valuable in fact that sellers ask for thousands of dollars! Last I remember, there were 300. What happened? During the same year with the Namco Hall of Fame theme, Klonoa got a pin in the Volume 2 set that also had Taiko no Tatsujin and Katamari Damacy. These were all, of course, Japan exclusives. My first introduction to Klonoa was, believe it or not, on the Wii when I saw the trailer premiere on television. I thought Klonoa looked like a Sonic character, and that's what made me interested in him. Sad to say, I never got the game. But enough of me regretting my life choices. If you pre-ordered the game, you got a hat that replicates the one Klonoa wears. Great for cosplay, and it also makes for a good collector's item. Another nifty promo is this ballpoint pen that also features Namco's other title, The Munchables. Surprisingly enough, America got the honor of promoting this game more so than Japan. What a plot twist! Not only did they get the sick promo item that is this hat, but they also got these posters. While it mainly consists of the box art, it does get the job done. The only poster that has different art is this one with Klonoa and HuPal with some images of gameplay. Actually, this is a UK poster, so that's why the artwork is different. Makes sense. Klonoa, Dream Traveler of Noctis Soul was an official webcomic series published by Shifty Look and drawn by Hitoshi Ariga. I probably butchered that name so hard. Looks like we're diving into something that isn't a game, but a comic series. The only item this webcomic got was a poster with the logo and cast. It was also during this time that We Love Fine released a Klonoa t-shirt before they became For Fans, By Fans. It's a simple yet cute design that's sure to look good on anyone who wears it. Before the webcomic though, did you know that Klonoa had a short manga series? It ran from 2002 to 2003. It's a pretty short-lived manga, but better than none, right? Square Enix also produced a manga featuring the story of the first game, Door to Phantom Isle. Sadly, manga adaptations for video games aren't always well received. And that's kinda sad. People put work into this, you know. In 2016, an anime movie for Klonoa was announced on Twitter. Sadly, it was cancelled either because they didn't have enough money to continue producing it, or there just wasn't enough demand. Either way, we ain't getting a Klonoa movie. But we are going to showcase the final pieces of Klonoa merch, starting with these paper crafts you can create yourself right now, by printing them and then building them. In the year 2000, Namco had this Klonoa figure you could build and paint yourself. Remember how I said to remember Wonderfest? Yep, you could get this at Wonder Festival in Japan. I believe this is the rarest Klonoa item ever. Not once have I seen these up for sale. You see a plush up for sale on occasion and hear people talk about it. But this item on the other hand, while it is discussed from time to time, when have we seen these up for sale? Never. In 2015, Hayao Yoshizawa released a development book going over the process of both Klonoa's and Mr. Driller's creation. It's in Japanese, but that's still really cool. For some commercials, Klonoa got the statue that can move its ears even. It's got some sun damage sadly, but the statue is still intact, unlike a certain Sonic statue that lingers in the mountains. Wonder how he's doing. Anyway, this next oddity is this VHS tape with some Klonoa content in it. Unfortunately, I have no idea what's in it. All I know is it's Klonoa themed and it's from the year 2002. If you know anything more about it, please let me know in the comments. That'd be awesome. On a sticker sheet with Mario, Kirby, and Starfy, you can see Klonoa featured in the set of stickers. They're probably from a gaming magazine in Japan, America, or Europe. Either way, that's really cool. And with that, we are done. Wow, Klonoa had a lot more to cover than I thought. So much passion was poured into this franchise is now no longer mainstream. Perhaps we'll see Klonoa in Smash? May Sakurai bless us with that. Though, I doubt it'll happen, which is sad, because Klonoa is full of charm and potential. Not to mention the fanbase is still alive to this day. Let's all dream of a day where Klonoa will be revived in the future.